Hello and welcome once again from the Shankill Leisure Centre in Belfast for our latest coverage of the 2021 NI Futsal Cup, which is sponsored by the Cathedral Eye Clinic. Only 4 teams now remain in the competition, but with the first prize of not only a trophy but also qualification for the UEFA Futsal Champions League at stake, there's certainly plenty still to play for. Later on we will have the highlights from the second semi-final match between Sparta Belfast and World United, but for the first part of our coverage, let's head courtside for the game between Belfast United and Rosario.
After a tight opening in the first semi-final of the NI Futsal Cup, it was Belfast United who eventually broke the deadlock when John Gibson was in hand to finish at the end of a quick breakaway following a Rosario attack. Rosario, however, were right back in the game more or less immediately, as Barry Begley finished well with this strike less than a minute after the restart. After this, however, Belfast United started to take control, as Craig Taylor single-handedly took the game by the scruff of the neck, scoring on 3 occasions without reply. This first one from distance was followed up by 2 more, the best of which was this fantastic turn and swivel to make it 4-1 to Belfast United as we headed into the half-time interval. Belfast United's dominance continued in the second half, as a goal from Kissy Al-Duni was followed up by this neat finish from close range by Conor Glenn Holmes to give them a 6-1 lead. There was to be no way back for Rosario, who were struggling to break down a resilient Belfast United defence, although they did pull one back later on through this effort from Ronan Hamill. United, however, were not for cracking, and when they were awarded a penalty on the accumulated fouls rule after this challenge, Jack McGee made no mistake to give United a 7-2 lead, and their passage into the final was sealed. Full-time score, Belfast United 7, Rosario 2.
Well, when you come into it, it would be a very tough team. We've played them before, they beat us last year, and we know some of the players used to play for us, but we dug it out, we worked really hard, we made changes when we had to, and we got the result in the end. We've played both teams many a time, and it's always both tough encounters on both sides. World's a very strong physical side, and the same with Sparta. It'll be a tough game either way. It'll be an interesting game Friday night.
After a pretty well balanced opening period of play, Sparta Belfast eventually took the lead in this one on 8 minutes, when World United lost possession in their own half and Joyce Lowry was in hand to punish the error by drilling the ball home. After this, it was defences on top, and we had to wait until 8 minutes into the second half for the next goal. And once again it was Sparta who claimed it, as Patrick Gomez was in hand who took the ball home from close distance after Jordan Wilson's well-struck effort had hit the post. World United then worked their way back into the game and reduced the deficit to a single goal, as Ruben Reyes showed great composure on 49 minutes to finish after his initial effort had been blocked by his Sparta goalkeeper. After this, World United battled hard for the equaliser, but it was to be Sparta who scored again next through this effort from Ernest Varenka on 58 minutes. And when the same player scored again on 62 minutes to make it 4-1, Sparta had 1 foot in the final. Try as they may, World United couldn't break Sparta down after this, and the Sparta victory was eventually wrapped up with only 1 minute remaining, as Spencer Beattie capitalised on this error to add a 5th goal to add salt to the World United wounds. Full-time score, Belfast Sparta 5, World United 1.
It was a tough game. We expected a tough game from them. We ended up getting one. Just happy to get the final result. They had us pinned back for the majority of the game, but again, we set up with a good shape, didn't let anything through, and then ended up countering and got good few goals with it.
So that completes our coverage of the semi-finals of the 2021 NI Futsal Cup, which is sponsored by the Cathedral Eye Clinic. Congratulations to all of the competing teams on producing such a high standard of play in this season's tournament, and we wish the two remaining teams every success in the final, which we played on Sunday the 20th of June. Finally, to you the viewer, thank you so much for taking the time to watch today's show, and we look forward to seeing you all again next time round. Until then, it's bye for now.